Hello there and welcome back. Tonight we will drift into peaceful slumber beneath the quiet wisdom of the ocean's ancient guardians. Fall asleep with the quiet wisdom of ocean's ancient guardians. Facts about sharks, as we embark on a serene journey through time to explore how these extraordinary creatures have molded their existence over more than 450 million years, developing traits that place them among the most successful and evolutionarily enduring predators in the marine realm. Picture yourself sinking gently into the hush of a tranquil underwater seascape, enveloped by soft blue gradients that deepen as you glide toward the sandy seafloor. Rays of sunlight dapple the water around you, forming playful ripples that flicker like daydreams upon the contours of passing fish, until you spot the sleek outline of a shark drifting gracefully in mid-water, its streamlined form accentuated by the subdued glow that filters down from above. There is something meditatively soothing about a shark's calm, majestic movements, as if they honor an ancient rhythm of life forged through countless eons of adaptation. Tonight we shall allow our minds to follow that rhythm, taking comfort in quiet knowledge, and letting these remarkable creatures lull us with reflections on their biology, their varied shapes and sizes, their roles in sustaining complex oceanic communities, and their timeless aura that inspires both respect and reverential wonder. In the hush of these waters, we can sense how sharks form a vital thread in the grand tapestry of life under the sea, reminding us of what it means to thrive in harmony with the pulse of the planet. For more than 450 million years, sharks have roamed the oceans, evolving long before the emergence of dinosaurs on land, and continuing to persist where so many other lineages have vanished. Their uniquely cartilaginous skeletons, made of a protein framework lighter and more flexible than bone, are emblematic of how evolution can shape a species for efficient movement. This cartilaginous construction reduces weight, allowing many sharks to glide with minimal effort, while also granting them a remarkable agility, enabling stealth so refined that often the presence of a shark can go undetected until it chooses to reveal itself. As you settle deeper into this relaxed exploration, imagine the comforting silence of these depths, a steady hush broken only by the gentle pulse of distant currents. It is through these currents that sharks sense hidden signals in the water, using specialized electroreceptors located within small pores near the front of their heads and around their snouts. These electroreceptors, known as the ampullae of Lorenzini, allow them to detect minuscule electrical fields given off by every living creature, effectively granting them a sixth sense in these shadowy expanses. They can locate prey that lies hidden in the sand, sense the faint tremors of a struggling fish, and navigate by tuning into the magnetic fields of the planet. In your mind's eye, you might linger upon the subtle artistry of such a sense, quiet invisible pulses that weave through the water, faint echoes of life guiding a shark's course with remarkable precision. And in this quiet moment, you can appreciate how perfect such an adaptation becomes in a realm where vision alone may fail. Let this sense of hush carry you ever closer to the threshold of sleep, as we gently unravel more fascinating details. The diversity of sharks is astounding, spanning almost every ocean environment imaginable, from warm tropical seas to frigid polar waters, from expansive open ocean realms to the hushed gloom of deep-sea canyons. At the smaller end of the scale, we find species like the dwarf lantern shark, only a few inches in length, such a diminutive wonder that it might comfortably fit in the palm of one's hand. This tiny shark still bears all the hallmarks of larger relatives, showcasing the elegant proportions of fins, gills, and streamlined shape. Some lantern sharks exhibit bioluminescent patterns on their undersides, warding off predators by blending with glimmers of light filtering from above, or perhaps attracting tiny prey with mesmerizing flickers of luminescence. Contrast this with the massive yet gentle whale shark, the largest fish in the sea, which can exceed lengths of 40 feet or more. Let your thoughts drift to these peaceful giants slowly swimming through sunlit waters, their broad mouths open as they filter plankton and small fish with wide gill rakers, all the while tinted by that soft diffused sunlight that spills down in dancing beams from the surface. Though mammoth in size and impressive in presence, their serene manner of feeding confers an almost tranquil grace, embodying a quiet approach to survival that is no less magnificent than the feats of the swiftest hunting sharks. As you listen, allow the gentle pulse of curiosity to guide you to the coterie of specialized hunters that illustrates the wondrous variety within the shark family. Think of the hammerhead shark, bearing a head shaped like a broad hammer or mallet, a design that imparts exceptional binocular vision and heightens their electroreceptive powers. Their wide head can scan ocean floors efficiently for prey, often rays that bury themselves in the sediment. Then we can drift onto the realm of the deep-sea goblin shark, rarely seen and almost spectral in appearance, its elongated snout concealing a remarkable jaw mechanism that can thrust forward at lightning speed. And consider the elusive Greenland shark, dwelling in the frigid waters of the North Atlantic, known for lifespans that may stretch over centuries, hinting at hidden biological secrets within slow metabolism and icy dark habitats. Indeed, each species bestows a lesson in survival honed by eons of mechanics, morphology and behavior. Glide farther into the calm of our narrative, warmed by the realization that sharks are not mindless predators, but precisely tuned inhabitants of a watery realm upon which our entire planet depends. They often serve as keystone predators, meaning that their presence and activities exert a top-down control on marine ecosystems. By preying upon the sick or the slow, sharks help maintain healthy fish stocks, prevent certain species from overwhelming reefs or seagrass beds, and keep overall ecosystem balance in check. Much like a conductor guiding an orchestra, they modulate the energy flow and population structures among fish, marine mammals, and invertebrates, ensuring that the grand choir of ocean life remains harmonious and resilient. When sharks are removed or their number declines, imbalances can emerge, magnifying through the food web in ways that can be detrimental to marine biodiversity and even local fisheries. Reflect on this synergy and let it soothe you with the awareness that harmony in nature often revolves around such intricately interwoven relationships. In your relaxed reverie, you might also wonder how sharks have maintained their place for so many millennia, adapting to environmental changes, mass extinctions, and shifts in sea levels. One key to their resilience resides in their remarkable reproductive strategies. While many fish simply release eggs and sperm into the water column, sharks often internalize fertilization, which can provide greater protection to developing embryos. Depending on the species, sharks exhibit oviparous strategies, laying hardy egg cases sometimes called mermaids' purses that anchor to underwater foliage until the pups hatch. Others are viviparous, similar to mammals, retaining embryos within their bodies and supplying nutrients through various means, such as a yolk sac placenta or specialized secretions, until giving birth to live young. Still others demonstrate a mix of these strategies, known as ovoviviparity, wherein eggs develop inside the mother's body without a direct placental connection, and hatch internally before birth. These varied approaches indicate the adaptability that has ensured sharks persist across time and geography. The layering of multiple rows of teeth is another riveting piece of shark biology worth a subdued reflection. As you float in the hush of the oceanic realm in your imagination, note that whenever one row of teeth becomes worn or damaged, the next row moves forward, ensuring that a shark is rarely left without its vital cutting tools. Some species will go through tens of thousands of teeth in their lifetime, each tooth typically shaped with precision to match the type of prey. Tigers, for instance, have serrated and curved teeth that can slice through tough hide, while makos and white sharks sport blade-like teeth for shearing, and bottom-feeding species may have flattened, molar-like teeth designed for crushing crustaceans. Beneath an almost spiritual hush, this constant tooth replacement is a gentle but powerful reminder of nature's cyclical patterns, lifelong renewal that helps sustain a predator's capacity. Let this recurring renewal lull you deeper into a state of blissful ease. Picture the sensations of the water around you, the subtle swirl of distant currents that carry stories from every corner of the sea, linking coral reef inhabitants to pelagic wanderers, and even to the denizens of the twilight zone where sunlight fades to near darkness. Sharks bridge these realms with a quiet assurance, traveling great distances in some cases to find suitable breeding grounds, prey concentrations, or temperature preferences. White sharks may migrate over thousands of miles, tracing elliptical routes across ocean basins. Whale sharks, too, undertake epic journeys in pursuit of seasonal plankton blooms. These migrations connect different marine habitats the way gentle breezes on land can connect distant meadows. Through the continuation of such patterns, nutrients flow, populations intermix, and marine ecosystems remain dynamic and interwoven. As you slip further into deep relaxation, allow your mind to roam along these migratory paths, imagining the hush that descends upon you each time a shark moves purposefully through the water, guided by instincts shaped through uncounted years. Within these journeys lies another serenity. Sharks do not race constantly, nor mindlessly. Many species cruise slowly, aiming to conserve energy for bursts of speed required during hunts or to evade threats. This measured approach to life, built into their physiology, encourages us to imagine a special kind of patience. Their streamlined bodies reduce drag, pectoral fins provide lift, and the unique arrangement of skeletal and muscular features ensures that movement can be made with minimal exertion. Slow cruising also benefits their acute sense of hearing, which can pick up low-frequency vibrations from wounded or schooling fish. It lets them drift like silent observers, waiting for the right moment to engage. In that hush is a quiet mindfulness, an underwater meditation in tune with the perpetual hum of life. Thinking of those controlled bursts of speed, recall the short-fin mako, reputedly the fastest shark, capable of short sprints that approach highway speeds, aided by a specialized physiology that can retain metabolic heat, a characteristic it shares with great whites and a few other sharks, allowing them to warm certain body parts above ambient water temperature. As you picture these bursts, let them serve as sparks of fascination that rise and then vanish, returning you to the broader calm of drifting. We can next contemplate the gentle nurse shark, often found lazing on the seafloor, mouth close to the sand, using its subdued suction to draw in bottom-dwelling prey. Nurse sharks express a quieter lifestyle, lacking the dramatic toothy grin we might associate with a fearsome silhouette, instead sporting smaller crushing teeth ideal for shellfish. Conversely, we might reflect upon the effortless intimidation conjured by the great white shark. This iconic species evokes awe, its powerful jaws matched by stealthy intelligence. Yet many individuals are curious rather than malicious, investigating unfamiliar objects or exploring stimuli with cautious passes. Observing them from a place of peace reminds us that sharks largely do not see humans as prey. Interactions tend to be rare, often shaped by curiosity or confusion, and more often than not they result in the shark moving on as soon as it recognizes we are not a usual food source. The serenity that comes with this realization contrasts with the sensationalism surrounding shark encounters. By piercing through hype, we reach a calmer, more holistic perspective on their behavior, letting that knowledge solicit a sense of mutual respect. Let your mind wander to sharks moving through labyrinthine coral reefs, weaving among vibrant fish, sponges and like sculptors shaping the distribution of sea life. Sharks ensure a balanced interplay of predator and prey. By controlling populations of mid-level predators, sharks indirectly protect smaller grazers, allowing coral to flourish by preventing algae overgrowth. This synergy between corals, herbivorous fish, and apex predators underlines how delicate the web of marine life can be. In cooler kelp-draped waters, sharks similarly manage sea urchin populations by feeding on their predators or on the urchins themselves, thus protecting those luxuriant underwater forests that serve as nurseries for myriad species. It is like a grand tapestry. Remove one thread, and the pattern may unravel in unforeseen ways. But tonight let us rest on the comforting notion that many conservation efforts now champion the shark's importance, promoting protections that underscore their integral place in ocean life. You may be drifting closer to sleep now, lulled by the murmurs of these deep waters. Let thoughts of the ocean's gentle sway carry you to the subject of their incredible senses beyond electrolocation. Sharks also possess a fine-tuned sense of smell, with some species capable of detecting tiny concentrations of certain chemicals in water over great distances. Their ears, hidden inside the skull, detect vibrations and can help them sense movement from prey or potential mates. Their vision adapts to the dimmer conditions underwater, with some species incorporating reflective layers in their eyes that enhance low-light perception. Combine these abilities, and you have an almost unerring maritime hunter, guided not by brute force but by a synergy of sensory tools. As evolutionary success stories, sharks have outlived massive extinction events. When you consider the fact that they predate the rise of great reptilian dynasties on land, it underscores how exquisitely they fill their niche. The fossil record reveals a lineage shaped by trial and error over deep time, refining body shapes, teeth, and hunting strategies. While the giant megalodon is extinct, its smaller modern relatives continue to occupy waters everywhere, from near-shore estuaries to the open sea. Echoes of their ancestors remain in the shape of modern great whites, which share some morphological features with megalodon, reminding us that while species rise and fall, the blueprint of shark success persists. Drifting in this quiet realm of contemplation, reflect also on how sharks replenish the ocean. Their appetite often leads them to consume older, weaker fish, allowing younger generations with stronger genetics to flourish. By limiting overpopulation of certain organisms, they help channel energy in structured ways, supporting balanced biodiversity. They also influence prey distribution, encouraging schools of fish to move around, preventing overgrazing of certain areas. With such chores, sharks serve as caretakers,
providing a subtle yet profound guardianship for coral reefs, seagrass meadows and open ocean habitats. Each measured movement can echo with an environmental significance that resonates far beyond a single feeding event. Peacefully you imagine the watery hush, where schools of fish park gently around a passing reef shark, or where a bottom-hugging species scours the seafloor for crustaceans. Despite their remarkable adaptations, sharks, like many marine creatures, face modern challenges, including overfishing, habitat degradation, and pollution. Yet in this serene interlude, consider the strides being made to safeguard the marine protected areas, catch quotas, initiatives to combat finning, and growing awareness about the vital ecological roles sharks play. Even the act of appreciating sharks as living wonders fosters a deeper public interest, which translates to protective measures. Tonight's reflection can be a reminder that knowledge and reverence can spur collective efforts to ensure the continued survival of these oceanic guardians. If your mind wanders to the sight of a coral reef shimmering under softly diffused light, with a solitary shark gliding by in the mid-ground, sense the calm that settles there. In that hush, there unfolds a timeless dance between predator and prey, currents and corals, fish schools and flickering plankton. Sharks are keepers of that dance, orchestrating a silent equilibrium in which every creature has its place. By letting our awareness sink beneath the surface, we discover that the ocean's heartbeat resonates in ways we might never have imagined. As the hush of your mental seascape deepens, think about the long journeys these sharks make, sometimes traveling depths where the water grows cold, and returning to sunlit shallows as the seasons change. Moments of high activity, or feeding, alternate with the slower tempos of rest and recovery. And somehow through it all, sharks embody a tireless continuity from ancient seas to present waters, bridging pale blue epochs separated by unimaginable spans of time. The environment around them has changed, continents shifted, climates varied, and countless species have appeared and disappeared, yet sharks have persisted, quietly refining form and function. This thought, set against the subtle swirl of nocturnal drifting, can cradle us with a sense of constancy that transcends fleeting concerns, reminding us that beneath any momentary storm, currents carry on, and so does the legacy of life. Now, perhaps we quietly revisit a few mesmerizing secrets of shark biology, weaving them gently into the lull of our narrative. Their skeleton of cartilage that confers both lightness and dexterity, their electroreceptors that open the window to the hidden pulses of living things, their layered teeth, forever replaced as new ones move forward, their varied reproductive paths that safeguard the next generation, and their role as top-tier predators, maintaining equilibrium in oceans around the globe. Each of these details traces back to that grand tapestry of evolution, an ongoing dialogue between organism and environment, a testament to the resilience that emerges from nature's long and patient shaping. At times you might sense the faint hush of water clearing your thoughts, letting them drift unencumbered as you hover in the calm. You might imagine your eyes following a graceful shark as it passes over a coral ridge, the shape of its dorsal fin briefly casting a shadow across the rippled seafloor. You watch as the shark recedes into the blue distance, merging with the watery haze until you see only glimmers of movement. That ephemeral presence underscores how sharks can vanish as smoothly as they appear, embodying a kind of underwater composure that invites us to release tension and settle into stillness ourselves. In such stillness, gratitude for these creatures emerges. We can feel thankful that they persist, driving us to learn more, to protect them, and to remember that the ocean is not an alien frontier but an integral part of our shared biosphere, vital to climate regulation, food security, and even the air we breathe. Think too of how sharks, by their very existence, remind us that progress does not always stem from rushing or from complicated maneuvers. Sometimes success arises from flowing with the environment, maintaining equilibrium, pacing oneself to respond dynamically to shifting conditions, striking suddenly only when it is truly required. Their quiet gliding offers a meditative metaphor for skillful adaptation, built around sustaining harmony rather than upending it. With each silent swing of their tails, sharks speak of balance. Let that idea linger as you drift nearer to slumber, embracing the ocean's gentle cradle of calm. Before we conclude, take a moment to consider that, while sharks are apex predators, they depend on smaller organisms in the food web to thrive. Plankton, corals, tiny fishes all tie into a grand circle of life that eventually sustains whales, dolphins, sharks, and indeed humankind. The oceans are one of the planet's most vital systems, and sharks link many parts of that mosaic with their traveling routes and feeding behaviors. It is humbling to think that these mesmerizing creatures, so often misunderstood, swim within an environment that is at once fragile and resilient, inviting us to practice stewardship rather than fear. Let the flowing hush soothe your thoughts, settling them into a warm space where knowledge and repose meet. Feel free to float within that expansive stillness, letting the mesmerizing facts about sharks gently becalm your mind. If it helps, you might recall a final image of a sunlit azure expanse, with a single graceful shark gliding away into the shimmering distance, accompanied by silvery schools of fish that tumble like confetti around its tail. In that image is a testament to the quiet power of evolution, the synergy of form and function that allows these ancient guardians to continue their watch in every corner of the deep. From the tranquil giants that dine on plankton to the swift hunters that test their boundaries with bursts of speed, from curious bottom dwellers that vacuum up crustaceans to the perpetual travelers spanning thousands of miles across seas, sharks are a tapestry of shapes, colors, sizes, and lifestyles, each species an important player in the grand orchestra of marine life. When you next think of the oceans, perhaps you will smile upon remembering the gentle secrets we have explored here. Their cartilaginous skeletons, specialized electroreceptors, and their ability to keep oceanic communities in balanced harmony all whisper that life thrives in myriad ways, each suited to its environment by timeless sculpting forces. As you unwind, perhaps gleaning a glimmer of that peaceful wisdom, you can let their endurance lull you with the notion that the planet still holds many mysteries, and that all can be found as easily in the flick of a shark's tail as in any broader horizon. This quiet perspective reflects the best of what science can offer, an appreciation of the subtle, the interconnected, and the wonders that lie just beneath the surface of what we think we know. As we reach the close of our gentle journey, let the smooth hum of the underwater world accompany you into the deeper realms of sleep. Let yourself be at ease, confident in the knowledge that sharks, those time-tested guardians of the sea, continue their gentle patrolling, echoing the rhythms of life established long before we ever stepped upon the shore. They are living chapters in the story of our planet, reminders that success and longevity can be spun from adaptability, patience, and a finely tuned sense of place in the great web of existence. Thank you for joining me on this calming exploration of shark biology and ecology. May this knowledge and the lulling sights of softly lit underwater vistas carry you safely into peaceful rest. Now surrender to the pull of gentle dreams, let your thoughts drift as weightlessly as a shark in a silent sea, and awaken refreshed when morning light beckons. Have a wonderful night's sleep, and until next time, good night.